you failed. Please, if these people want to give homework, don't be embarrassing us.
Me, I'm even thinking, what's the essence of the homework? Why are they giving the homework if the child cannot do the homework herself? These children are supposed to be learning 1 + 1, 2 + 2. Then you now give them. They will not even have an idea about this whole thing. Okay, a kid that is supposed to be learning 1 + 1, like giving them 10 × 12. How are they supposed to? You don't even start with addition before multiplication. You just go straight to multiplication. How are they supposed to like understand this thing?
A child in crèche was given verbal reasoning and quantitative. Can you imagine?
Crèche.
I'm serious. So
Do
this guy was like ranting, like
crèche, they don't do crèche right. Crèche don't write.
They write.
Crèche is
But you don't know what some schools are capable of doing.
they write.
Crèche is not just to sing and that's why.
That's what I was saying.
Some schools are overdoing it these days. Like before you would say Jack, they have already given, like the workload is just too much. And just like you have said, a parent to go out there will work, come back. I understand that the parent should be able to help, like guide. You're not even supposed to do your child's assignment in the real sense, because that assignment has been given to assess the ability or capability of that child. But there's a limit. There should be a level to which this. I still understand that teacher won't give homework how far the children can go, but because at the end of the day, you give these children this assignment. Is their parents doing it? So how do you the child is able to do it?
Yes.
You child this thing tomorrow. Say
it's like it's first. I remember seeing primary secondary. I mean, they used to give this. If this is what we did in class, the examples on that same was different in way.
Yes.
Let me say 1 + 1. Give 1 + 2. With what we are seeing now, what is from
What I ordered was
classwork? No, they are take home night classwork, because if it's the same thing, these children will be able to do it. Like our set, our own time. If there is true class and they give something, you'll be able to
put it in class.
Yes. Parents we earn over 10. You must somebody to, because you need different for they are teaching them.
And the kids that will go to school 8 a.m. then close by 4 p.m.
That's
give them assignments. How do you expect them to do it?
And they're supposed to submit it tomorrow.
Yes.
How will they sleep? They will not sleep.
You say 4
they will
o'clock.
not rest. Nothing.
You
They'll
say
come home by 4, do assignment maybe by 6, because they'll eat. They'll have to come home from school, then eat, then start assignment again. They will not have time to rest or anything or play. It's not even nice at all. I don't think.
You know one thing I think, as much as we would want to commend some of these schools, or even say that they are doing so many things that were not obtainable back then, I think they just need to take it very easy. Like they are doing too much. Imagine that they'll come and do a children to understand is that not every child has the same cognitive orientation. Like every child is different. Every child is gifted. Like the way they understand is not the same way the other children would understand. And sometimes you see them calling some of these children Olodo because they are not getting what they are saying, they are teaching. Like, can you just change the teaching method? Can you try to see if you can adjust the timing? These children wake up very early. Do you know that even me as an adult, if you ask me to leave my bed anything 7, except I have something that I need to go and do, I find it very difficult. And sometimes we have to wake up these children. Do you know that they'll be bathing with their eyes closed? They are trying to go to
them
school.
to wake up.
And the time that they're supposed to come back for siesta,
no
siesta, because they are coming back 4. And okay, let's give for instance here in Abuja, by the time maybe their parents pick them from school, or even by the time they find themselves back home, the time exactly, maybe you'll be having 5:30 or 6 thereabout. When are they going to bath? When are they going to eat? One leave for tomorrow, and then do the assignment that you're
them do.
And the assignment to take up big loss because you
Struggling to do
yes,
this.
you understand what you are doing.
I think that this season, no, because it's not.
But everything has changed.
Curriculum
Everything
is changing.
everything is changing. You will see parents will go to some parents will be okay. Some parents even want children to be
Yes, now.
Ah,
this holiday time. This day they've already gone to a
so how do we get like bad as much in them? You see them in school, this should wear eggs. I
they call fruit day.
that
Fruits. If they ask my brother to pick it. I swear, I had to. This one is about when you were if you didn't, you are literally going to fail. So I feel parents should complain. They should. They go for PT meeting. They complain. At least I'm not saying they should not give them homework. At least they should reduce. Like she said, too much of everything is very bad.
so
now.
true.
Even me, I cannot do my brother homework. Oh. It is no matter of being dull. See, I'm not fit with that boy homework.
Because of the like, well, maybe you just have to be a part of the conversation, of course. Call us on 090-7353-0044. What do you think about this? Is there any particular reason why some schools are just, giving so much of assignments that I would consider to be very cumbersome? Because I've seen a lot of parents ranting online talking about the fact that they are finding it difficult to balance their hustle and then come back to do assignments. Now, it's not even that they don't want to guide their children to do it, but most times, like, the child is even taking long to understand what you are teaching them. So it's best you just receive it, because the deadline is tomorrow and they have to submit it. You just receive the assignment and do it for them. And save time. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you doing there?
I'm very fine. My name is Suja from Abuja.
All right. Good to hear from you.
Because you see, some of these teachers, let's appreciate them for the work they do.
Of course.
They are really trying. And also as well the parents. But I think the parents had much to do to these children. And they are really trying. Considering the economic system is very, very challenging. And the parents are trying everything they can in order to meet up with the demands of those children. So I wouldn't say the responsibility is so high. Call on the school to reduce the workload. They are overstressing the brain of the children. Because you can imagine, Kathy, you know that there are some homework that they give these children. Considering their age, you as an adult, you have to go extra mile, do extra research on your organization. We have to go into it in ourselves. You know that the child can be able to decide now. If you give him junior by year, he will probably pass them to that level. Because this process is what they will see come to meet in the future.
Exactly.
If you give a child senior YX, right, it and pass, and he will still come. They will still come back to all this system. The university, if you give a teenager just fighting YX, them, he will pass it. So this is the thing I come to see at the secondary school level. I will still go to university. So why stressing them, knowing that they will come there? I think teachers have to develop work by reducing workload, overly stressing the children. Because I don't even see the stress. Because they will still come to this in the future. So why not take capacity? Give them they can be able to manipulate according to their age. Because every child, everything learns, they have their own pace of learning. And you see, some of these teachers demoralize these children by calling them all sorts of names because they don't meet up to their own personal demands.
True.
You use such words like Olodo and all of these words that are demoralizing to a child. You understand? And because every child has some pace of learning. And might not be the way to understand, but it doesn't make me a failure or Olodo, as the case may be.
So true.
We all have our pace at which we learn. And with time, somebody you think that is not today can be not automatically. No, that is to show you that that is just his or her own pace to learn. So I think the teachers should at least let them reduce this workload on our children according to their capacity. They are overstressing them. Please.
All right.
That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Uche. Give the children what they can do. 90735300044. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Happy New Week to you all.
Thank you. Same
Good
wishes.
afternoon.
Yes. My name is Samson. I'm calling from Life Camp. I want to contribute to what you people are discussing there in the studio. First and foremost, I want to join my voice with the first caller by saying that the teachers are trying. They are trying their best, but they have overstretched our children. You see, most parents, because of the nature of work they are doing, they get up as early in the morning, prepare them. At times, a person like myself, I get up as early as 4 to meet up my place of work. And my wife gets up, in fact, everybody in the house, we try as much as possible to get up by 4, tidy up, and before 6 o'clock, we are off to try and see how we can drop the children and off for work. And most often, I come back to get into my house by 8, sometimes 8:30, sometimes to 9. And I tell my wife, same thing. So by the time you come back, it's a lot of homework for these children. And it's become very boring. Sometimes I look tired. Frustrated to see how I can do all these things. So I want to see that. I want to believe that the school should be able to know that already the government and the system has really given us a lot of pressure. And getting pressure back from the school is in fact it can really make us go mad. So it's a very important topic you guys are discussing today. How I wish the school will be able to listen and see the pain that the parents are going through. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right. Thank you. God bless you for calling us. All right. At this point, we'll have to go pay some bills. When we come back, the conversation continues right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Girl, I can tell he's been lying and pretending that he's faithful and he loves you.
Hanging out with friends is such a hobby, but chilling with your girlfriend? Such a bolster. We talk about love, family, relationship, the shady, hilarious, fun, juicy, messy gossip in town. And the gentlemen on that table. Girlfriends, Mondays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Exclusive to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
We play those songs.
The good tunes just don't stop.
The good tunes just don't stop.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
In case you just tuned in, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can always count on. And yes, it is the Girlfriend Show. We are having a conversation concerning something that has been trending for a while. I personally have seen videos where parents have been ranting online concerning some of the homework assignments that have been given to their young children. According to these assignments are way too difficult for these people. Now let's hear you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Darcy.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How about you?
Very well. Just tune down the volume on your radio set.
Okay. Done that.
All right, go ahead.
Is that
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, what's your name, please, and where are you calling us from?
Jenny.
Hello? Can anyone hear her? No. Hello? Okay. All right, call us back, darling, so that we can hear you. 09073530044 is the number to connect with us right here on radio. Call us so that you can be a part of the program. Have you seen a parent complain, or are you even a parent yourself, or maybe you're a teacher? And I think that it's very important that we issue this disclaimer. We are not trying to water down the effort that the teachers put in. In fact, the teachers spend the most of the time with these children, and the children spend most of their time with the teachers. And imagine having how many children. My mom is a teacher, so I totally can relate. Like sometimes we don't even get to talk because every time you call her, the children are making noise in the background. So I totally understand. In fact, it's not easy being a teacher because we are all products of teachers. But there is something that is happening at the moment. The fact that these children are being given assignments that are way too difficult. Is there a reason why these children are given this type of assignment that even their parents cannot attempt? What could be the problem?
Just like the other caller said, these people, this thing is a process.
Yeah.
They're still going to get to
it anyhow.
And why will you give a child something of SS3? You're giving it to a nursery 1, nursery 2 child when this child is going to still get to that stage.
True.
Just allow them. They are going to get to that stage. So when you overstress them, that is why you see themselves. A lot of them, they are acting more than their age now.
Yes.
Yes, because they are solving what you have solved. So we have a call. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Cassie.
Yes, how's everything?
Everything is well.
Okay.
My friend, so I'm going ahead to call you Cassie.
Oh, thank you very much, my friend. So what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Sam. I'm calling from Dubai.
All right. Is this your first time of calling
Hello
us?
to the... Yeah, sure. This is my
Oh,
first
let's
time.
ring a bell to that. Okay. Welcome to the family.
Thank you. Hello to the other lady.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, thank you. So my contribution is going to take this dimension. I think we should look at the fundamentals, especially how the teachers are. Okay. You understand? Unfortunately, we give the worst to the children because every person that has searched for a job and couldn't get one will end up being a teacher. You understand? There's no passion for the job. Teaching is a calling. You understand? You need to have passion for children. You need to have passion for education. You need to understand, research, go further deep into how children behave. Have this basic psychology of child development. So it's a whole lot. You understand? So when you bring this kind of people into the system, what do you expect? It's garbage in, garbage out, basically. So I believe that we should focus more on the teachers, try to recruit right teachers, train them. How often do these teachers go for what's it called, refresher courses? For them to be able to understand how the children behave, especially in information age, understand attention span, and all that. So to me, the teachers and then the school management, the school has been commercialized. There's a whole lot happening in there. So something that we cannot just discuss, in one fell swoop on radio. But the school management, the teachers should take most of the responsibility. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Samuel. He goes fundamental, talking about the issues that are actually very systemic. First of all, saying that some of these teachers are not originally teachers. Now, you know that in the past, before now, before they employ any teacher, you must have that NCE. Yes, it's your certificate of education. Because in that school, you are given the orientation. When you pass through the NCE, you are given the orientation as to the psychology of a human being, and whoever you are going to teach, you understand what to do or when not to do it. And that is why some schools, they know the number of breaks that they will take, because they know how the human mind works. Because if you continue teaching someone, I do not know if you guys can
relate with children.
Yes, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, maybe, but I know that when I was in secondary school, the mathematics lessons were not put in the afternoon.
Yes,
Because
by the morning.
yes, that we should have the maths class. Honestly, I'm not a fan of maths. I'm not a fan of maths. I think the only maths that I can check without my calculator is 1 plus 1, and I'm not even ashamed to admit it. Right? I'm not. It's not my strength. Only God knows how I got to this point. But at least I chose my strengths. I chose a struggle. But I'm just saying that the maths lessons were kept for the mornings, and then the ones that they knew the children were usually excited about, they kept them in the afternoon, because that one, even when they are tired, once they see that teacher coming,
They will be jubilating.
exactly, because
because an easy class.
exactly. So it's as if anything is easy, but it's just to know the truth and work with the truth. There's no need pretending. There's no gain in pretending. If you don't know it, you don't know it. Or if it's difficult, it's difficult. So I would love parents, or schools, to admit that they are dealing with children in this case, and they should work with that. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is James.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm calling from Kubwa.
Okay.
I want to contribute to what is discussed there in the studio. And I want to say that I am talking in an angle of a teacher. I'm a professional teacher.
All right, sir. Go ahead.
And sometimes people don't seem to understand the challenge teachers are going through by taking the people through learning. The pressure we are getting from parents is so enormous that the parent will come up, oh, my child has not been able to read, you've not been giving my child homework, he has not done this, he has not done that. So we discover that when we failed to do the needful of what the parents, and in addition with the school curriculum, we as teachers feel we had not fulfilled. So you won't put all the blame on the teachers for giving homework. It is what we give out to them is what we give them as homework, to try to see if they can be able to work hard on what they have been taught. And we always give an example, try to make sure that they understand what we bring to them. And some of them, we know a lot of them are not the same. We try to see how we can put through some of them to see how they can make it, as long as that subject or whatever is given to them is concerned. So we won't give all the 100% blame to the teachers. Some are being made by the parents. You know, there are some parents who don't really care to know what their people are doing in school. You give their homework, they take it home, and they brought it back without doing anything, not even a try. So that is the problem teachers are facing. If there is any job that is so hard here on earth, it's teaching job. To put somebody, to put a people through in what the parent has paid for. And at the end of the day, the result you got is not in what you expected. So that is the challenge the teachers are going through. So giving the people homework, and you say we give aid, we eat this, I don't think is a bad idea. The parents should really help the teachers to make the children succeed in whatever it is. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for taking out your time to speak with us, especially from the perspective of a teacher. 0907-353-0044 is the number to call us right here on radio. Call us so that you can be a part of the show. Let's have this conversation here. What exactly could be responsible for the reason teachers are giving this assignment? What's your assessment of the situation? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
That was in just nursery 3. Nursery 3, and I had to do assignment. And I thought we were going to be one using stuff like usual, but when I met it, I had to no choice but to browse everything that was there. And I wasn't surprised that they were already offering geography as nursery there. It was only Google that could explore, to get more. The more you browse, the more you get more knowledge. So it's happening to me. I think it's about the stress there. The stress there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Blessing said earlier, white, like white women definitely. Where just give me? So this teacher really needs to be calm down. So, tell you that is it not you want? It's up you. Thought I was joking.
Like just like she said, it's helping them, because if you look at our kids these days, they are really doing more than us.
Yes,
they are really trying. Be surprised. I remember back then, you will be in church, they will say open Bible, read Bible. You will be looking at the next person sitting close to you. But now this little kid, they can read Bible. Our teachers, they are really trying. But the thing is, another thing is, please, if they want to give them something, they should also pity us, so that we will not be looking like like we will not be looking so dumb in the eyes
what
of these
exactly
children.
is the essence of homework? Like, if you are giving homework and then the parent has to do it.
No, the thing is, you are not supposed to do it as a parent. You're supposed to guide them through.
Yes.
But
You're supposed to guide them. Just that the thing, that is what is on the tail.
Okay,
That is what is on the.
how will I guide someone on how to do something I cannot
even
That is what you are saying. The essence of the homework is to keep them busy. Some of these children, they play a lot. So when you give them this homework, it's to keep them
But
busy.
playing is part of childhood.
Yes,
you cannot really take.
They say
Playing develops their cognitive reasoning
all
as
work
well.
with
That one
play
is there.
make Jack
But
a dull boy.
at times when they will play and even forget what
That
they've
is
taught
true.
in
That
school.
is true.
So that is another thing. That is one of the reason they give them this homework. Just that at times they will give them this thing that we too we cannot even do it. They will give them this thing that is Google.
that will help
That will not do it. If Google is doing their assignment now,
How will you explain
how
to
will
the
you
child?
explain it? You are not the one doing it again now. That is why you even see now parents are giving children's phone,
Yes.
so that they will be using it to
just
do
help themselves.
help themselves solve assignments. Because
But there's another
before
part
you
here.
even come back from work, you come back late.
But
So-
there's another part that the teacher said, the teacher that called us. He said that parents need to make our time for their children.
Yeah.
In fact, that's
Yes.
even a conversation for another day. You see, there are some parents that up till now they believe that the only responsibility they have towards
to
their
provide.
children is to
Yeah.
provide
that is what I said.
financial
That-
provision.
I said
But
some
that
of them
emotional
don't mind.
provision is not there.
Some of them I used to have one I used to know somebody like that said, what did it, she said she came to my shop, then another person came, they were having this conversation. She now said, if you can, that one has a crutch. She now said, if you can make your crutch a 24 hours crutch,
Hey.
I will be one of your best
Like
customer,
you are
like
comfortable not
24
seeing your
hours,
child
not
for
seeing your
24
child. And
hours.
me, I was like, what does 24 hours mean? Is it not continuous. Like you
day.
pack your children and keep in crèche for 24 hours.
And you be comfortable.
And she was like, just make sure you have good doctors. Make sure you have good nannies in case of emergency at night. I was like, so these parents, they are so comfortable. You see, this closing time, they keep on extending this thing.
Yes,
before
4 p.m.
Yes, before they started with 12. From 12 it enters 3. From 2 now 3. Now it's 4 going by 5. Because when parents go to PTA meeting, they will be the one to be telling these teachers, you are closing these children too. And some of them, they don't want to be seeing their children. They will be the one complaining, telling these teachers, you are sending them back to us too early. So they are one of the reason these teachers, they are doing this. At times, this assignment, these people too, they will get tired, and they will just give them things.
Kids will be awake till like 12 in the night. They'll be playing because they don't even have time to play. They'll come back from school, eat, do assignments, sleep, and wake up maybe around that 9. Then they'll now be playing till that 12 before they sleep. Everything is messed up.
That one, because me, I cannot allow my child to be playing by that. You are supposed to sleep. So that one is part of parents not being responsible. When you are supposed to know the time that your child will go to bed. Just like maybe you're coming back from work, 8 o'clock. You will see your child on the road when it's supposed to be inside. At times I used to see that. I would be like, waiting this small pikin, they go out by this time. You will see a child of 7 years on the road when I'm coming back from work to go to the house and they fear night. You come up for night on the road by that time.
Okay, so I think we have a comment. We have a comment here on Facebook. Now he says, true, I have been complaining about this long ago. Why would a teacher give homework to a child which he or she cannot do it by his or herself? Many teachers are now running away from their responsibilities, which is teaching. They would rather prefer giving assignments than teaching in the class. That's why you see people's nowadays bringing home 5 to 7 assignments every day. That comment is from Talk to Tissy. Thank you so much. Well, I think that at the end of the day, even the parents, if you go out now, they will tell you that they have their reasons why they don't have time. Of course, things are becoming very difficult. And if a parent was doing one thing before to fend for the family, they have to double their hustle. And it's so understandable because they don't have the time. But at the end of the day, when you acquire all of the money and that child becomes useless, what are you really working for?
Do you think this thing will make the child useless? Do you think it's possible?
It's not even just about the assignments.
It's about not having time.
Yes, there are some things that the child might be going through. Especially the world is a very, very wicked place. Like this, especially now that abusers are on the like. Sometimes your child might be going through abuse, emotional abuse, or somebody is even sexually molesting your child. They can't even open up to tell you because you don't have time. By the time you try, I beg, Benjamin, just don't worry, we'll talk tomorrow. Exactly. Then later continues to recycle till this thing escalates. Be like, why didn't you tell me when it's? But try to make out time for your kids. These teachers also have their children. They also have their family time as well. So if you take your child to school in the morning, I think we still need to revisit that closing time. I feel like it's very late.
It's late.
I
said it's parents.
Even as adults,
like this now.
Doing 9 to 5.
You think these people that don't want to go home and rest is even one of the reasons a lot of these people are going to teaching job.
We have a call. Let's speak it. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Mr. James calling as a teacher.
Okay.
There's something I want to put it clear.
All right.
You can't give a child something you not put him or her through. That's just one thing I need to let you understand. Now, each school has a curriculum that they have to go through. Depends on the kind of school you put your child into. And that curriculum is what we are setting the school standard into. So you can't give a child an homework that the child has not been thought about it and has not been trained to go to the extent. Now, You have actually understand where I was going to. Now, let me give an example. A child was bullied in the school that even a teacher was not aware. And the child went home and complained to the mother that this is exactly what is happening in my school. And the mother gave a deaf ear to the child's complaint.
Okay.
No teacher is aware about it. No teacher is aware that such thing has happened. It was until after it happened more than 3 to 4 times that the child now went to his class teacher and complained. He said, "This is what I have been going through." Now the teacher asked him, "You reported it to your mom?" He said, "Yes." "How many times?" He said, 3 times. He said, "Call me your mom." Now when the mom came to the school, the teacher asked him, "Has your child reported this matter to you?" He said, "Yes." "What have you done about it?" He said, "He didn't have the time to come." So most of the problems our children are having is because of the parents. They don't really have time for them. All they do is going, hustling, and they forget to understand that even the hustle, most of the hustles they go through, it's affecting their health. And if their health is deteriorating, the child will be affected. He's even in the school, he's learning. So my advice to parents is they should give at least 75% attention to their children. Get to know what they are doing in school. Get to understand if their homework is ready. Get to understand if they really understand what they were taught in school. Like that lady said, the parents, the PTA meeting we usually have in school has always been a problem. Back and forth argument between the parents and the teachers and the school authorities. This is what I want my child to do. This is what I want my child to do. This. You know that out of 100%, we have about 85% parents that advises the school authority that their children should come back home by 8 o'clock in the night. This is the problem we are facing. I am telling you, this is the problem we are facing. And out of it, you have about 45 to 70% of parents who said, "No, give my child homework so that I don't want them to stop me. I don't want them to play." And at the end of the day, you won't assist this child. So that is the problem we, the teachers, are going through, my sisters. Not that most of these things we do it deliberately. It is just because most of the parents wanted them in that way. So I want to use this medium to please advise parents. I know things are hard. Me, I have children.
Okay,
Watch
so you
over
have to
your children. See what they are doing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Well, honestly, it looks like this conversation cannot end here. We'll find another time to revisit this, definitely. But I must say that there is an issue